welcome to my channel. To start, I'm going to use the Morphe S25 and this Peak Brow Powder in the color Expresso. And I didn't think that I would like this because it's a brown and I'd never heard of the brand Peak, but they are cruelty free and I actually do love this. It's very natural looking and just for being a powder it goes on great, and I really like natural brows. So I'm just putting it on right here, not really paying much attention to trying to get them pointier on fleek. That's just not me. And then I'm going to go in with Thank Me Later eye primer by Mott. I am in love with this primer. It doesn't have that tacky texture or like sticky. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels like water. I love it. Okay, now going into the Tamanna palette with the all over eyeshadow brush by Mott. I am using this color Blush. It is just a very pale white pink, very sheer color. I'm sure you have a color just like it. Do not feel like you need to use these exact colors. Everyone should probably have all of these colors or similar colors in their makeup collection. This is the Aurora eyeliner. It's a felt tip marker and I love it. And I normally don't like eyeliners like this, but I love it. I feel like my eyeliner goes on a lot easier. Now going in with the Morphe brushes palette that Jaclyn created, I'm taking these two brown colors and mixing them with an S20 brush by Morphe. It's just a pencil brush. I'm putting it a little bit over my crease because I have gained some weight and that has created a little bit of a new face. I now have more hooded eyes, so I have to create more of a crease so that it does not make my lid look droopy. And so I'm just putting that a little bit above. It's a little bit more sharp. And then I'm going to take a clean M43 by Morphe right there. And then I'm going to just blend it out and up. And I needed a little bit more color. I felt like a little bit higher up towards my eyebrow. And so I used those two colors again just softly with the M433 now, having product on it, and blended up. Going in and darkening it a little bit. And then this is Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek, and I'm going and touching just where those two browns stop below my brow bone or my eyebrow, and smoothing that out, blending it out. Back into the Tamanna palette, I don't know how to say that, using that black color, the Noir, and you can use any black you want. This doesn't really have much shimmer in it, and I'm going over where my eyeliner was and then creating like an outward V, and again just above, kind of like right on top of where my brow bone starts. So that's where I do it, where that socket is, just above that. And that'll help prevent the look of a droopy lid or the too hooded look. And I spend a lot of time on black because sometimes I put a little bit too much on there. I'm going in just with that M433 again, and I am blending it out. So I'm using that Bodyography brush that I love so much, the tapered blending, and I'm just putting a little bit more black on it to fill in the V. And I end up putting a little bit more black than I wanted. You gotta be careful with black. Less is more. And I'm just shading that in a little bit, creating a little bit more depth. Now I'm using this Mineral Hygienics finishing powder in Sheer Perfection Silk Translucent. And with that M433, and this is helping me blend that out where I kind of, went overboard on the black. I really like using the translucent powders and stuff like that for that. And then I'm going in with just a regular eyeshadow brush and just coloring in kind of like the middle, or filling in the middle where just a little bit of fallout had gotten on that blush color. This is, I just did my face. I used the Jouer primer. I used the NYX concealer, the green one, to cover up my chin redness, and I used the NYX Above and Beyond full coverage concealer, and then I used the Jouer Matte Tint, and then going in with the contour palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Most of those products that I just showed you, I'm using for the first time, so I'm trying to figure out, you know, if I like them or not. And then I'm just going in with the e.l.f. contour brush and packing the powder on under my eyes. I use a mix of the banana and that white shade. And this is the Morphe M523 that I'm using to put on my contour. And I'm using that middle, like the gray-brown color for the contour from my cheekbone and under. And contour at my hairline, I use the more red color because it blends in. This is just a little baby beauty blender, and I use that gray, brown again, the middle one, just to contour my nose a little bit. I'm not doing anything extreme, but I don't really like the beauty blender, but I do like it for the baby one for the contouring. Then I'm using that shimmery highlight shade in the Anastasia palette that I really don't actually like, but just using it a little bit down the bridge of my nose because I don't really like highlighters that much. I think they're pretty. They're just not for me. Going in with the So Susan Universal blush, I am just putting that on my cheeks. And this is the Mica bronzer. I cannot tell you how much I love this bronzer. And I'm using the Ceta brush. And this is just in the color Sunlight. And this is the Mica eyeliner. And I'm just using a Morphe eyeliner brush. And I am putting that eyeliner and stamping it. Like stamping and barely rubbing a little bit to tightline. I love using gel liners now to tightline and get my waterline because I find that they don't move that much. After like 2 or 3 hours, it's still there. And if I put a little bit of eyeshadow on it, which I'm doing, I'm putting the black on it, it lasts for like 4 or 5 hours. And I have watery eyes and I wear contacts, so it's hard for me to use the other stuff. And the pencils, I mean, they're done. Like, I put them on and like half hour, 45 minutes later, they're gone. So anyway, I'm going in with those two color browns and just putting them on the bottom of my eye where my eyelashes are. And I'm making sure it's darker in the outer corner of my eye. I don't want it to be fully dark throughout the whole under eye. And I'm using that Sheer Perfection powder again to just remove a little bit and blend out the under eye because I don't like a huge smoky eye. I don't like it to go all the way down to my cheek. Now going in with Shimmer Shimmer by Makeup Geek, which is my favorite inner corner highlight. I'm using the E36, and this is like my favorite new Morphe brush, like by far. And I'm trying this mascara today for the first time, and I love it. It's Big Look by Pure Minerals, or Pure Cosmetics, I think they're called now. And as you know, Pure Vixen is my favorite mascara ever. And this one's more like lengthening, and I love it just the same. I think the formula is the exact same. It's just a different wand. I feel like it does about the same. I think I do like the Pure Vixen a little bit more. I always do, like, my right eye always looks better with mascara than my left. My left I can't do very well. But then my eyeliner on my left eye always looks better than my right. Any of you have that problem? I'm just blending it out where my eyelashes touched my eyelid and left a little bit of marks. And then this is the It Cosmetics Vitality Lip Flush, and it's just kind of like a moisturizing balm. And I'm using the NYX Lick Suede, and I use this It Cosmetics balm, and it helps when I put on like drier liquid lipsticks, like NYX liquid lipsticks and stuff. So try that. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, just keeping those babies in place. Oh, the NYX Liquid Suede, it's down below, but it's in Teas and Cookies. And that is it. There it is. I think this is a very easy look, and it should be colors that you all have in your collection, and it can go with any lip. Thanks for watching. If you're thinking about getting a pet, please check your local rescues and animal shelters. Bye!